be a unit step function. What does it mean? That your d phi by dt is, well, I shouldn't call it a unit, it's proportional to a unit step function, is equal to delta omega times sine of psi t, right. So, this is equal to k sub t sine c, sine of psi t. So, what do I have now for t greater than or equal to 0, right. Basically what I have derived is this equation. If you look at these two together, right, if you look at these two together, I have a differential equation for the phase error, right, which I can rewrite as d psi by dt plus k, I am taking this to the right hand side, plus k t sine of psi of t is equal to delta omega for t greater than 0. So, for the special case when the FM signal is essentially a step change in the frequency at the input to the PLL, the governing equation for the phase error is this differential equation, right, and we like to understand under what conditions will this differential equation imply a movement towards psi of t becoming 0, right. How does psi of t become 0? Will, whether or not it will become 0 should come out by studying this differential equation, right. Now, when you want to study nonlinear differential equations, one pictorial, one physically appealing way is to represent this, the behavior of this equation pictorially by by a diagram called the phase plane plot, right. So, we will like to just see how that happens. So, we like to try to study this through a device called the phase plane plot. The phase plane plot essentially is a plot of these quantities d psi t versus d psi by dt versus psi of t, right. That is, at any time instant, how is the derivative of the quantity related to the quantity itself. You plot this against this, okay. Think of this as x and this as y and plot that. That is called a phase plane plot, okay. So, we want to plot this. X axis is instantaneous phase error. Just we can remove the time dependence so that it does not confuse us. Just plot psi or d psi by dt versus psi. What is the nature of this? Think of this as y and this as x, right. So, y is equal to kt times ktx, y plus ktx is equal to delta omega, and you are plotting y against x. What kind of function is this? This is a sinusoidal function, y plus kt sin x, right. What is the value, let us say, for psi equal to 0? Delta omega, right. And so, you may have a function like that. I have not plotted a good sinusoidal function, you can plot a better one. This point corresponds to delta omega. So, then this value will be equal to what is the peak value of the sinusoidal function? What is the peak value? kt plus delta omega, and what will be the value here? Delta omega minus kt. Can you see this? Can you, all of you can see this? At these points d psi by dt becomes 0, right, at these 2 points. So, that is a way to look at it. So, at this point it will be equal to at one point it will be kt plus delta omega, at the other points it will be delta omega minus kt, right. So, these are the this is the phase plane plot. Okay. So, a study of this phase plane plot is very interesting and gives us all the insight that we need to understand how a phase lock loop locks itself, right. So, but before we do that, is this plot all right? All of you understand this? Okay. Let me redo the plot so that we can have a better discussion. I hope this one will turn out to be better. Right. So, this is d psi by dt versus psi. This is delta omega, this is k sub t plus delta omega, this is delta omega minus k sub t. Okay. What we are saying is the following, that the dynamics of the phase error will be such that d psi by dt and psi at any time instant must be consistent with respect to each other through this diagram, right. If d psi by dt is this value, the corresponding phase error must be this value. Really it is a solution of the equation depicted diagrammatically in some sense, right. So, the values of d psi by dt and psi must satisfy this relationship which is shown in this graphical form at any point in time. Let us assume to start with, when the input signal was of a constant frequency, that is what we have done. We are assuming that the input signal was of a constant frequency and suddenly there is a step change in the input frequency, right. So, when the input signal was at a constant frequency for a long time, let us assume that the loop was in lock earlier. When the loop was in a lock condition, where was it? Psi was equal to 0, right. So, you were at this point. So, assume for our discussion now that PLL was initially locked. So, you were at this point, let us call this point B. Because at that point psi was 0, the phase error was 0, right. Now, what will happen? Let us also understand another significance of the phase plane plot before we take the argument further. Let us consider at any you are at a certain point on the phase plane plot where d psi by dt is positive. Now, once this is so, what will be the nature of psi of t as a function of time? What can you say? Can you make any statement? Remember, dt is time, increment in time. This will always be positive, isn't it? Time only progresses forward, it never goes backward, right. Therefore, d psi will always imply a positive increment. So, if this if you are in a particular at a particular point on this phase plane plot where this is positive, where the derivative is positive, it imply that from this point onwards the phase error will increase as a function of time, right, because if the derivative is positive. So, psi of t must increase as a function of time, slope is positive, right. If on the other hand, so this will imply an increasing value of psi of t. Psi of t increases as a function of time with respect to time. I am talking here with respect to time. Is this point understood? This is a very key point. You need to understand this point. When d psi by, now I am talking about the temporal behavior, time behavior of the signal, time behavior of the phase error. Because d psi by dt is positive at a certain point, what we are saying is that will imply that the dynamics will be such that the phase error will increase as a function of time. Similarly, on the other hand, when d psi by dt is negative, psi of t will decrease as a function of time, right. Right. What does it mean? That if you are on the positive side of this phase plane plot anywhere, we will move along this trajectory. The d psi by dt and psi of t always have to be related by this trajectory, right. You can only move along this, right. But when d psi by dt is positive, that is you are in the positive side of this plane, positive half of this plane, the phase error will try to move to the right. You will move along the trajectory to the right, because the phase error has to increase as a function of time, right, no matter where you are. If you are in the positive side, you will keep moving to the right. If you are on the negative side, you will keep moving to the left along the trajectory. Are you with me on this?
Sir, but that is with respect to time. The graph depicts something else.
Yes, the time dependence is not obvious here, but the fact that this is positive, it will imply that psi of t has to increase as a function of time. And where is psi increasing? To the right. Suppose you are here, how can it, we are not showing exactly what is the rate at which it moves, but it has to move in this direction. That is all we are saying. We are not able to say at what rate it will move, but we do know that it will move in the right, on the right hand side, to the right hand side. Here it will move to the left hand side, because psi of t has to decrease when d psi by dt is negative. Psi of t has to increase, right. So increases on this direction or to the right side, decreases to the left side, right. That is all we are saying. So we do not know, of course, at what rate it increases and what rate decreases, but the fact that it increases means that it will move along this direction at a certain rate, right. Precise rate from this diagram we can't figure that out, but eventually where it will go we will be able to figure out. Okay. If this discussion is okay, then we can proceed forward, because this is the way we understand the dynamics of a nonlinear system through the phase plane plot. I mean, what I am really telling you is how a phase plane plot should be interpreted to understand the dynamics, right. If you understood this, then we can move forward. All right. Now suppose initially you are at this point B, when the loop is initially locked. So where will you start moving now? You will start moving towards the right till you reach this point. What happens to d psi by dt at this point? It becomes 0. So it's
सभी लोग अपनी अटेंडेंस मार्क कर दो चैट बॉक्स में, ठीक है. अभी वीडियो कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन अपनी साथ साथ में अपनी जो अटेंडेंस है वो भी चैट बॉक्स में मार्क करते रहो.
stops to increase, right. If d psi by dt becomes 0, it stops to increase, and in some sense a lock has been achieved, but lock has been achieved not with the 0 value of the phase error, but with some finite value of the phase error, right. But we do not know whether it is really a perfect lock condition. Suppose you are let us say you reach somewhere here by some chance, right. What will happen now? It will try to move to the left again to the same point, right. So even if you had deviated from this either on the positive side or on the negative side, you will tend to return to this point. So you can think of this point, let us call this point A, as some kind of a stable operating point of the system, right. So point A is a stable operating point. Right. Incidentally, this will not be a stable operating point, as you can see. This is a quasi stable operating point, an unstable operating point, because if you slightly move on either side, you will move away from this point rather than towards this point, right. So, in excuse me, in summary, in the upper half plane we will move along the trajectory on the right to the right side, in the lower half plane we will move along the trajectory to the left side, and that leads us to the conclusion that point A is a stable operating point of the phase lock loop, right. So, at this point when there is an attempt to move away from this, the loop will try to return to this condition, right. So, point A is a stable operating point, as I just mentioned earlier, and the implication of that is when it attempts to move away from point A and the operation attempts to move away from A, even by a small amount, it is forced back to point A. We can also call it the steady state operating point. So, what we are basically trying to say is that in this condition the loop will try to arrive to this point, right. When you start with psi equal to 0, it will not stay at psi equal to 0, because of the step change in delta omega, step change in the input frequency, it will now try to reach a point where there is a steady state error, phase error, right. There is a steady state operating point, but at that point there is no frequency error, because d psi by dt is equal to 0, and think of d psi t when if psi t is the instantaneous phase error, d psi by dt is the instantaneous frequency error. So, the loop would have locked itself, that is the VCO would have locked itself to the new frequency, right. There is no frequency error at this stage, but that reduction of frequency error to 0 is associated with a finite phase error in the process, right. The phase error does not remain 0, right. So, steady state phase error it is called it psi sub SS is some value, that value is governed by this point, this value, this is the value of psi SS, right. We will write down an expression for this later, but we can also see that the steady state frequency error, how much is this equal to? 0 in this lock condition, right. So, we will stop here, try to study this further, try to write an expression for what is the steady state phase error, and then try to understand what does the loop filter achieve, under what conditions lock will occur, under what conditions it will not occur, right. We will like to study all these things next time. Thank you very much.
Okay. सभी लोगों की अटेंडेंस मार्क हो गई, कोई ऐसा तो नहीं जिसने भी जिन लोगों की अटेंडेंस मार्क हो गई है वो क्लास नेक्स्ट क्लास के लिए प्रोसीड कर सकते हैं.